What's going on, folks? Good morning. It is 5 a.m., the 24th of February. Taking a look this morning at Tesla. General markets are down quite a bit. Tesla down, looks like 5% in this pre-market action. Looking at Tesla on Google Finance. Looks like we are going to have a pretty ugly start to the markets this morning. It is a long day. We will see what happens throughout the day. Let's take a look at the chart. Over here on TradingView. So, take a little bit of a zoom in here on Tesla. We are on a daily chart. You can see I have a horizontal yellow line on my chart. That is basically representing where Tesla is trading at pre-market 5 a.m. on this Thursday morning. We have what should be an opening gap in Tesla. The price is going to gap down somewhere down in this area. It'll probably change in a couple hours, but right now we're at that 724, and yesterday's close was 764. We're going to have a big gap in Tesla. And if you have watched some of my other videos about price gaps, I mentioned that it's only a matter of time until that price gap gets filled. So what I mean is if we gap down in price, we'll have an overhead gap. We'll say it's right here. That means at some point, Tesla's price, whether it's intraday or many days later or even longer, is going to rally to the upside and do its best that it can to close that price gap. So if you can take some positive news out of this gap down in price, this 5% move to the downside, at least right now in pre-market, is that you can keep in the back of your mind that at some point Tesla is going to rally very strong and close that gap to the upside. So right over here is, you can see we have actually the opposite. We have a breakout gap to the upside right here. You can see where the price closed on the 22nd to where the low was on the 25th. There was no stock traded in that area, and the price opened up higher, much stronger. But what did that do? That left an open gap to the downside. And it wasn't until over in, looks like the 13th of December, the 14th of December, and the days to follow, that gap was not filled until over in this time frame. So it can take some time before the price gaps get filled. So if we have a gap this morning here, doesn't mean it's going to go back and get filled today or tomorrow or even next month. It could be much longer. But we will see. So far, there is going to be quite the gap down for Tesla stock. I had mentioned yesterday that this candle, the candle of the 23rd, was not a good sign. It was actually quite bearish, and I said, if you're not short Tesla, I would be careful trying to buy the dip here because we just don't know how much lower prices can go. Fast forward to today, as of now anyhow, we are down another 5%. So you just want to be careful out there, especially if you're using any kind of leverage trading. Even with a stock at this price, money can, on paper, disappear quite quickly. So you just want to be careful. So it's in times like these, market conditions like this, that you almost need to take a step back from your screens and really think about what you're about to do or what trades you're about to do, or if you're panicking or These are the times when the bold and the discipline are really, really tested and rewarded the most. I believe in times like this, if you can keep to your trading rules or even take a step out of the markets for some time until things normalize and not panic, those are the ones that will make the most money in markets like this. And sometimes that means not losing money. So you just want to be careful. You don't want to panic. My opinion, keeping your head out of the news is a smart thing to do. As they say, show me the charts and I will tell you the news. So we will see. I mentioned in a video here on I believe it was the 22nd or the day before that we could be seeing a double bottom in Tesla. But I also mentioned that if we undercut that low on the 28th, then things could get quite dicey and prices can drop very, very fast. Looks like that's playing out. We'll see. But I just said, be careful out there. If we undercut that low, prices can drop and they could drop quite quickly. And that's what we're seeing here. So maybe that helped a couple people out there just maybe take a step to the side or maybe not buy that dip or whatever. At least it made some people aware, I hope. So we will see. At some point, though, the markets do not drop forever, and we will see a face-ripping, very, very strong rally to the upside. At some point, big institutional investors and traders are going to step up and buy a ton of stock. That'll be coupled with people covering on the short side, and you'll see a huge rally to the upside. The question is, we just don't know when that will happen. So when it comes to buying these dips, we wait for some price action to the upside. We want to see some confirmed strength in these stocks before we step up to the plate. We just don't know how much lower we will go. One thing is, the faster we go down, we'll probably put in a V bottom and we'll skyrocket to the upside. So time will tell. Just be careful out there. So far, pre-market, we are down. Let's jump back over to Google Finance. And it looks like we are trading even lower now. You can see under the Tesla price. Pre-market, $722.50, down 5.4%, or down right now another $41.54 pre-market. So we will see. This could get quite ugly today, people. But keep in mind that if we open up down in these levels here, or even lower, you're going to have a huge price gap here. And that will get filled at some point. We just don't know when. So if that makes you a little bit more at ease, knowing that we have an overhead price gap to go fill in Tesla, then that will be good. All right, everybody. So that's kind of our thoughts on Tesla here. We're not long, I can tell you that. And we need to see some more upside strength before we start considering any long positions. All of our trades and our signals are posted over on the Patreon page, which is linked in the video description. Anybody who wants to check that out, that'll be down there as well. So keep your eye on this price gap, assuming we have one this morning, which right now it looks like we're going to have quite the big one. And then keep your eyes on that in the coming days and weeks ahead, or even months ahead. At some point, we're going to rally up there and fill that gap. We will see. Of course, none of this is financial advice, but I would keep your head out of the news As hard as that may be or sound, just keep your eye on the charts. And the charts are very, very forward-looking, and the news usually comes after. So you'll see sometimes when we bottom in the market, you won't get positive news until days after the market has bottomed. Similar to tops, you won't get negative news until way, way after the markets have topped. All right, everybody, thanks for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you to all of my current and welcome to the channel, my new subscribers. Let me know down in the video comments your thoughts on Tesla and any other stocks you may have. Be careful out there. The news is bad, and right now the markets are down quite a bit. I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day.